Hey everyone, look, just a quick message. I've just spent 10 days up at a beautiful island brokering some agreements for tribal law to be back on the land. Now, we are all victims. We've got our UK ancestry, our foreign ancestry, but when we come to these shores, we thought we were fine to stay. Right? Well, it wasn't so, because the Commonwealth lied, the Queen lied. So the monarch's gone, the Commonwealth's gone, and basically what you've got is you've got a rogue government in. Now, this is to the team, and actually to everyone. Now, if this video goes public, it means that I've been taken. I've been fighting this for 8 months to retain the Sheriff Act 1887 on the soil. Now, the Sheriff Act 1887 was taken in 1959. It was replaced with what is called the Justice Act in the state of Tasmania in 1959, the year I was born. So it's been a long time that they've actually been doing this to us. So I wanted to just take this moment through this travel to let you know that I may not reach my destination. I've been under arrest and jailed for doing what I do, for brokering this peace. You see, our government, the rogue government, does not want peace. Also too, guys, it is the deep state. And there you go, I've said it for the first time. So look, I just wanted to put this video out there. If I can tell you what I did, as a sheriff, under the Sheriff Act 1887, if something's stolen, I've got to return it. However, the contradiction is I'm protecting the Crown assets. Now, you are the Crown asset, you, the sovereign. So if you stop and have a look at yourself, sui juris, stand under the Creator, under natural law and creation law, okay? Nothing else. So there's a booklet coming out which says you can join with LORE and tribal. It's their land. They're given certain permissions. You can stay in your mortgage. You can stay in your house that has a mortgage, but the land is theirs. So you have no mortgage. Because what happened was the land was stolen. No real estate agent can sell stolen land and transact it. Okay? So go to your mortgages, have a look, and if you find the word rent on it, you've got yourself a deceitful contract. Okay? But also too, 1788, Australia, which is called Terra Australia at the time, was not paid for. Now, I've done all the research. New Zealand was paid for and I've found it, okay? So that's in their constitution. New Zealand is different than Australia, so please remember that. And the reason I could broker a peace and continuance deal for Terra Australia, Terra Australis, and us sovereigns, called sovereigns, moving forward, is because of that. It was stolen. The Sheriff Act 1887 says in section 3.3 that a sheriff is to retain a position until it can be filled. It is not to be left void, even in the demise of the Queen. Section 7 and Section 8 says, at a cry of a country. I come to your aid. I had the brains to go and get a law they shelved. They hid that law from you. The Sheriff Act 1887, and the JP must sign off and must hear your oath. It's an oath. When I took my oath, I took it to my country, to the Crown, and to the Queen. Okay? Then I found out she was in shenanigans. I can never condone anyone's behaviour when it hurts the child. Therefore, I've protected the Crown's assets. You are their asset. The Crown is yours. Prince Charles has conceded. You can be a republic, he says. Hey, does he think we're stupid? If you turn this country into a republic, they stay. And this is what you get all the time. It's communism. Man, is he stupid, because he thinks we're stupid. Well, we ain't stupid. Okay, so therefore it's called a new nation, NU nation. NU nation. Law enforcement is LORE. A deal is brokered where LAW stays under the Sheriff Act 1887, which means anyone doing law for anyone on this soil prior to 1788, any law exists and we sheriffs monitor it, which means we kept your 1688 Bill of Rights, we kept the 1215 Magna Carta. Okay, guys? Well, let's go back a bit further. The 1666 Sedequet Trust is ours. When you need a surgery, you've got money sitting in an account. You don't need to borrow money. You have it there. These hospitals are double dipping, so they tell you to give them money. But what's worse is they've taken the money out of the trust. Okay, guys, electricity bills, everything. So there's a booklet. So write to Justice Cafe, Justice Cafe 3 at gmail.com. That's Justice Cafe 3 at gmail.com. The reason it's called Justice Cafe is because 2 years ago I decided that if someone wasn't able to get some help in a town, they could go to the coffee shop and there'd be a deputy sheriff there. So if someone could keep my dream alive, that in every town there's coffee shops and everyone wears a lovely emblem for LORE and LAW, because we'll never let anyone be alone ever again with what happened before. Okay? They thought COVID would separate us. Quite frankly, they're wrong. It brought us together. And in a way, we were stronger. But yeah, I've just spent 10 days doing that, and the documents are signed and they've been shared around. So there's a booklet coming out to say, if you own a mortgage, this is what's going to happen. This is what you get. No car registrations, there's a fee for a sticker on the back window, which means you have safe carriage. And that's for emergency call-outs. Your schools must have a parents and friends association to manage the schools, to get the smut out of the schools. And just, look, there's quite a few other things, guys, like fishing and cultural. No rates and taxes because the land belongs to our tribal elders, our tribals. Now we've got 369 tribes, so start Googling, do your research, find what tribe has your land, and I'm sure within the next 3 weeks to 4 weeks all of this will filter through, and hopefully within 4 weeks every tribal nation will have a book. So you can go in and pick up your book. You sign to say, yes, I want free registration. Yes, I have a mortgage. Torrens title is fraud and is gone. Fee simple is a digital one and it's fraud. No one paid for this land. It belongs to tribal. So your mortgage was based on fraud. So tick that box. And all you'll be paying, I think it's only $200 a year for your house. That's it. Go to your bank and tell them that land wasn't there for sale, you're a victim of fraud, and sort it out with the bank manager. He's going to say, look, you have to pay it. Well, actually, no, you don't. Ask him where the money come from on the day you purchased your house. Your Sedequet Trust paid for your house. They double dipped. Okay, guys, I love you dearly. I do not know what's at the other end when I land. It's possibly an extradition order, thanks to Kim Beazley and Mr. McGowan. Okay? good Lord. 15 in total, that apparently I sent an email to. Well, actually I didn't. The sheriffs over there did. And if they seen the need to put them on notice of a warrant, then that's their decision as a sheriff. And under the Crown, if someone has a warrant on them, and there are many, under the grand juries there are stacks. There's 600 in one batch from the false election. So basically, guys, what I'm saying is a sheriff is direct under the Crown. That needed to be taken away, okay? So they hid the Sheriff Act 1887 because the power of the sheriff can hold courts for up to 1 year in jail, which means technically we're a justice and a magistrate. They didn't want us with that power, okay? So
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Those passengers recently arrived Sydney with international connections. We have a bus departing in the next 5 minutes from gate 15, our transfer desk. If you recently arrived from Melbourne, please make your way to gate lounge number 15, our international transfer desk, if you have an international connection today.
Okay, guys. Look, I just needed to say that. I've had a great week. I've gone around most of Australia doing this. The documents are done. They're signed off by the tribal elder. You got your land back. One more comment. We can never become them. You do have a choice to still pay the corporation tax on your income. If you want to stay with them and sit with the devil, or you die with the devil, but you can't sit with us. So if you want to come across to a beautiful land called Terra, Australis, law and law with the sheriffs, just get right to Justice Cafe and let's just take it from there, be at peace. That's my task over. It's been a 30-year one with many attempts on my life to give you this. And now, technically I'm facing 45 years jail. I know it's a lie, whatever. But love yous dearly. Keep Australia in your heart. Terra Australis. So we're Australis now. Terra Australia for law, Australis. We're still Aussies. So whatever you do, January 26th, just pull the barbecue out. We're together, we're united. And put a sign up which says, we love Terra Australis. Okay? And no tribal person then will see any harm. Okay? It will be a sign of coming together. And we will celebrate us. Okay. Love yous dearly. Ada, Rach and Ken, love you dearly. Sorry, kids, but this task took me away. And I couldn't let them harm anyone else. I had to protect yous by staying away. And one day you'll understand that. Love yous. Okay. Over and out.